Okay, well folks, a very good evening and welcome back to Ray White Albany. We have three terrific properties here for your competitive bidding tonight. We do have a slight change in our timetable. The advertised property that was going to be first, we're just waiting on one final bit of paperwork for that property, so we will start our proceedings tonight with our second offering. So depending on which property you're for, or if you're watching there online, we're going to start with the second property. Now, tonight, as with any night, all of our properties, they do have a written reserve price from our sellers. Subject to that being reached or exceeded, the highest bidder whose bid I choose to accept, whether it's in the room or online, will be deemed to be our lucky buyer. Now, if a dispute arises concerning any bid, I'll just take it back to our last undisputed bid. As your auctioneer, I can refuse a bid if I don't think it's in our seller's best interest, and I can also nominate the size of any increases. Now, I'm the only one authorised to bid on behalf of our sellers. Obviously, that refers to vendor bidding. If I choose to do that, rest assured, any vendor bids, firstly, I've got to disclose it as a vendor bid, and secondly, it can only ever be under our written reserve price. Now, all the sellers here tonight, they may withdraw their homes from sale before they're actually sold without disclosing that price, but it's certainly not their intention. They're here to sell every bit as much as I'm sure you're all here to buy on our properties here tonight. Now, if you are the lucky buyer as a contract comes to palm, we'll erupt into applause. As I often say, some may be a little bit less than others, but we will applaud you. Following that, your two very simple obligations. Number one, of course, sign the contract and the paperwork, and number two, pay that all-important 10% deposit. Now, by bidding today, you are telling me that you're doing so on an unconditional basis. You've read, understood, and agreed to be bound by our terms and conditions. You've received a copy of our buyer's and seller's guide. Any questions at this juncture, folks? I see arms folded, people staring at the screen. It means only one thing: we should get towards selling. So we'll do that immediately. We'll start with our first offering tonight, which was scheduled to be our second. It's number 29 Fotapu Court in Avondale. Jessie over here, Jessie Dong, she's proudly marketed the property for the past few weeks. She's lured you in, she's shown you the attractions of the home, and she has you here to bid and buy on very short tonight. Now, we all know it as number 29. More formally, it's known as an estate and freehold, being lot 13 on that deposited plan 588594 with that identifier 110067. Your settlement date on this property is the 26th of March 2026. You have a 10% deposit, unless of course you've arranged otherwise prior to now. Very clean, concise contract. I know condition 30, the financial disclosure, the vendor is related to one of the licensees in Ray White Albany here, so other than that, it's very much as the paperwork that you've read. So feast your eyes upon the property on the screen there. It's a freestanding 4-bedroom home. It's absolutely beautiful right there in central Avondale. It really is a prime location. There's a small group of only 3, so very, very nice. 4 bedrooms, there's a pair of bathrooms, and of course that guest powder room in the home. Now, I love the ground floor layout. It's very neutral tones. You've got that timber throughout, and of course it's a really easy and elegant flow through the home there. Low maintenance, you've got that compact lawn out the back, and it's really good so you can enjoy your weekends and all the marvels of the surrounding area. There's 2 allocated car parks, and when we say enjoy the area, there's Paradise Ice Skating, there's the Titirangi Golf Course, the Avondale Sunday Markets. They're all very, very close. There's school, Glenhaven School, Chaucer School, Blockhouse Bay Intermediate, and Avondale College. So the future generation, my word, they're very, very well looked after here. But folks, I think you've heard quite a bit from me, whether you're online or you're in the room here. That's your cue. Now, we know we have strong conditional interest in the home. Opening bid or offer, if you're here in a position to bid on an unconditional basis, now's your time. Where do we say go? For number 29. And if you are in that cash and unconditional position, make the most of it, because we do have people hoping that the property passes in. I'll give it a count to 3. Very, very realistic sellers here. Beautiful property, great location. First chance of 3. Twice. Third, Final time. Well, folks, now if you are in a conditional or unconditional position, please make yourself known to Jesse and the team. I'll pass the property back into your very capable hands there. As I say, very much for sale, very realistic owner, number 29 Fotapu Court. Thank you. We'll proceed to our next offering momentarily. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Things have happened a lot quicker than we thought. So we're now about to start with what was our first offering, number 8C William Souter Street in Forest Hill. It's brought to you by the one and only Catherine Liu to my left. She's had you through over the past few weeks, giving you the details and the inclination, of course, to be here tonight. Now, we know it as number 8C William Souter. More formally, it's an estate in freehold. It's known as Lot 3 on Deposit of Plan 671043. Offers you some 289 square metres with that identifier 103329. The settlement date for this property, it is the 31st of March, so the end of this month, 2026, with of course the standard 10% deposit. Conditions at no changes in the contract since it's been distributed, so exactly as you would have seen in the information that Catherine's distributed. Let's have a look and see what's on offer here. Well, it's better than new. It's a freehold home in the Westlake zones. It's an absolute stunner. Space, style, and of course practical comfort, they're hallmarks of this wonderful home. And it's perched in one of Forest Hill's favourite neighbourhoods, one of the favourite pockets of Forest Hill. So it's a very, very popular spot indeed. It was owner built in 2020. It's been lovingly maintained, as those of you who've been through have seen, and you can see here in absolutely pristine condition. And around 296 square metres of internal space as well. So it's a pretty big home. There are 2 master suites and en-suites, 3.5 bathrooms in total. There's 2 separate family living areas, and that's just perfect for the modern family. You've got your louver covered balcony out the back there, out to the fish pond, and of course the sauna room out there. It's landscaped, it's low maintenance. The garden is somewhere to come home to that's just really tranquil and relaxing. It's a terrific home, as I'm sure you know. Westlake Boys and Westlake Girls High School zones. Should see a sea of hands just for that very fact right there. You're close for the retail therapy. Milford, Albany, Glenfield shopping centres, they're very close. And it's just perfectly located. Our sellers have purchased elsewhere, so folks, we know it's a big home. It's a 4-bed, 3.5 bathroom, 2 garage there. We know we have very strong conditional interest. If you have interest here in the room on an unconditional auction basis, I implore you, opening bidder offer, up to you now, or we simply count it 3 times and deal afterwards with our conditional interest. But if you can bid and buy it tonight, now's your time, folks. Opening bidder offer. Well, not a problem. Catherine, we've got strong conditional interest there. As I say, first time, under auction terms and conditions, twice. They say they're very polite in Forest Hill, but come on folks, it's time to upset some others. Third, final time. Do surprise me folks. With that, we will pass the property back into Catherine's very realistic expectations we have here. It's a beautiful home. So if you're interested now on a conditional or unconditional basis, please get in touch with Catherine. We'll be back in just a moment. Thank you. Welcome back, folks. Grab a seat, get comfortable, keep yourself hydrated, and thank you for your patience. And online here as well. We're now with our third offering, and my word, what a great property it is. We know it is number 26, Arosa Place in Forest Hill. Been marketed by these two champions to my left, Catherine Liu and Calvin Sue. As always, in Forest Hill, they're the people you need to have a chat with. Now, we know it as number 26 Arosa Place. More formally, it's described as an estate in freehold, being lot 70 on deposited plan 61698, that volume 17C, folio 142, offering you a mighty 622 square metres, more or less. The settlement date on this property is the 19th of March 2026, and there's a 10% deposit. All right, let's see what we have here at number 26. It's a home and income cash cow. Altogether, you've got 6 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Well, you've got to be 18, but I do like the enthusiasm. That's all right. 1 minute and we'll get underway. The main house, well, it's got 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Minor dwelling, 2 in 1 now. Whether it's for extended family, investors, or you're looking just to offset your mortgage, my word, what a great property this is here. In the main home, you've got that internal access garage. You've got 1 bed in the bath and all the lounge downstairs. Up top, a trio of bedrooms, the bathroom, an extra toilet, and the kitchen and living area. So great setup, beautifully presented there. The minor dwelling, well, it's a 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom. It's currently leased at $530 per week. Now, it could be vacant possession, but the tenants would love to stay. They're great tenants, we've heard. And we've been told that most people buying would like that, but that's up to you. But you have the minor detail of becoming the owner first, so we'll get to that in just a moment. Now, of course, Campbell's Bay and Forest Hill Primary, you're in zone there. Takapuna Normal Intermediate. And last but definitely not least, Westlake Boys and Girls High School. Need I say any more? Terrific property, easy access to the motorway. You have waited for quite some time, so and I wish you all the very best of luck. Folks, in your hands now, opening bid. Who'll start me away? Number 26, the last one we've got here tonight, so unless you're very early for next week, it's the one that you're waiting for. Opening bidder offer, I don't know, somewhere in the early... 1 million. See, someone's got to start and it was you. Hopefully we'll see you at the end, but at $1 million there, I'd be smiling too, but good luck. Chasing 1-1 or higher at this stage. At $1 million here. First call at 1 million even. Where's 1-1 or higher if you'd like? Twice. Surely not. At $1 million even. Third. Oh, 1-1. Welcome and good to see you. Was that a bid there as well, ma'am? He's at 1-1 at the back. Are you 1-2? $1 million 1 there. Yeah, was that it? Yep, on the nod. 1-2. At 1 million 2. We're going clockwise, or anti-clockwise really. So it's your turn again, ma'am. It's 1-2 here. I'd say 1-3. Is it 1-3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you want to go higher? Put all the others out. At 1 and 3, great bidding there. At $1 million 3. Where's 1-4 surely? Oh, good to see you. Straight away, that's the way to bid. Back of the room, arms folded and bidding. At $1 million 4, I like your style there. At $1 million 4, where's 1 and 5 then? First call at $1 million 4. 50 if it helps. Twice at 1,400,000. Third? Final time, $1 million 4. Do we say 1,450? If it helps. Not on the market yet, not selling just yet. 1 and 4.
10 to 10?
Would you go 25?
No, 10.
Okay, 410 at 1 and 410. Welcome into you. Chase higher now, 450 if you like. First call here at 1410, $1 million 410. 450. Oh, he knows property around here at 450. Would you go another 10 now at 450 here on the 1? $1 million 450. In the front perhaps? Understood. At 1 and 450. First call. Second. You don't come along for 1 bid, surely. Haven't come this far to come this far. Third time.
460.
460. Welcome in at the back there. At 1 and 460. Do we say 1.5 immediately, sir? 1,460 over this side. Against you now. 1.5? Yeah, on the nod at 1 and 5. 1,500,000 here. Try again if you'd like there. At 1,500,000, stay strong. It's the way to go. First chance at 1.5 million. Twice. Third. Final time. We all said 510. Okay, 1510. 1,510,000 at 1 and 510. So do we just say 16? Or maybe 2. I expected that reaction. At 1 and 510, maybe 1,550. Would you go? 520. Okay, it's a race of tens. That's okay. You're in front. At 1 and 520. What about our starter here? Off for the hiss and a roar, but 520. Understood. Where's 530 then? It's our last one. We made you wait, so you can make us stay all night. It's all right. 520 is our bid. First call. Second down. Welcome back at 530. Do we just say 40 on the nod? Can I ask for more, or is it 40? Understood. At 540, 1,540,000. 50 if you like here. 1 and 540. Think of all that income. There's a lot of income there on the property. Has been for quite some time. 1,540. First call.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Twice now. Third call. 50? 550, yeah. At 1,550. Triple O. Against you now. So 560? 1 and 550. First call. Twice. Third time at 1,550,000. Also absolutely sure there. Back here, back here. Well, in that case, then at 1 and 550, we're going. We're just going to get some instructions. Just below our had you going there, didn't I? Just below selling instructions there, folks. If you'd like to come into one of the rooms, I'll have a chat with yourselves and our sellers. In the meantime, folks, we'll pause there. property, so we understand the time frame. During the time we gave you the chance to upgrade, the property has been, we must announce that after a lengthy negotiation, number 26 has been sold outside the room there to our bidders here at a level of $1,620,000 was the sale price. 1620. We do thank you for your patience. We took your time, we gave you time, but what a terrific property. If you want these results, please speak to the team. Sold now to the good people at $1,620,000. Congratulations. Folks, that concludes our night here. You wanted to come back in the opener, didn't you? I told you. Folks, thanks so much for your attendance, for your bidding here tonight. We'll see you again next week. Have a great weekend. Thank you.